Well, the only way to get this stuff out there and to make other people aware of the atrocities that are going down across the country is to keep talking about them and get the information out there, especially when the government and all these other agencies, the EPA, they all want to dismiss concerns of what's happening and say nothing's wrong when there's obviously something very wrong going on. And what I mean by that is in St. Louis, you can just look at the track record. There are families that have grown up in these areas whose generation by generation have seen mutation from the effects of this stuff, and it's real. They don't want to talk about it, and every time it's brought up, they want to try to sweep it under the rug. And they want to say, oh, this isn't rare. Underground fires like this are not rare, that they happen all the time, and that this is perfectly fine and it's safe. The reality of it is that this is in a densely populated area versus out in the middle of nowhere. And a big shocker to most people that are just now finding this out, because we've been talking about it here recently the past couple months, is that this has been going on for 5 years. That's right. This smoldering event that they're labeling it at this underground landfill has been going on for 5 years. Okay, and it's just been constantly seeping out, and anyone in the area that's been living there long term around this has been affected by this, no matter what they want to say. There's no other way around it. And now everyone's come to the conclusion that this is what's going down, and they're also saying, well, how come you have no concern that this is heading straight toward an old stockpile of World War II atomic weapons, radioactive everything underground? And what is of the most concern here is that this is heading in that direction underground. They have no way of stopping it, so to speak, and they never put a barrier in place between them. So between this underground fire and this World War II stockpile that's underground, there's nothing stopping it unless there's a plan implemented, and they have no proof of showing exactly where it's at. If it may have already reached that point, you have no clue. We have no clue, and we never will until people keep raising questions and information is forced on the table for all of us to see. I do this because I know people are out there being affected by this, and I, for one, care and don't want to see more people damaged by this nonsense and what this could do down the road. I mean, it's kind of common sense if you have a fire underground burning for this long and it continues to spread and it's going to keep going, and they're being extremely secretive about it, and it's heading in the direction of this type of material underground, there should be concern. They should show that concern. Be like, look, we're doing everything we can. We got an operation. We got a plan drawn up. None of that. So that's where it sits. I'm going to leave a link with more info. It's been Dabu7.